So this is what it has all come down to. Here, knights have fought for hundreds of years. This is Aguilar de Campoo, which will see modern-day knights battle it out on two wheels in the hope to become the very first FIM Hard Enduro World Champion. This is Hixpania Hard Enduro. Welcome along to the show. My name is Nick Bright, your host for today in this illustrious view that we have behind us. It looks amazing, and I'm pleased to say the man next to me knows all about being out there, a little better than me. Rider turn reporter Paul Bolton. How are you feeling ahead of this one, mate?
Yeah, I've been having a right good look around this track. Never actually raced this one before, but I've been checking the track as much as I can the last few days, and I really know what's out there. And the boys are in for a really big surprise today with the weather. You
really do know what's out there, because you actually rode it for us to get a little lap in a couple of days back, and you had a little accident, didn't you, mate?
Yeah, it was all going so good. I actually got a little bit offline there, and I'm just starting to tickle it up the hill, because obviously you can't be too heavy on the gas, and then just there, a little bit of whiskey throttle, and then I'm not so bothered about the actual slip over there, but actually the way I ran out of it wasn't pretty, mate. I'm sorry.
It's quite a heavy fall as well, because I should say, you know, you've scratched up all your arm and your shoulder, but you're all right now.
Yeah, I'm all right now. We did the POV in the dry last night, and the track was really good. It flows really well, but last night it rained heavy, and with this limestone rock, it's going to really play devil's advocate for the riders, that's for sure.
I bet it'll be exciting, that's for sure. But there'll be a lot of people watching today, I think, that'll be brand new to the sport. So just tell us about the series, if you could.
Wow, yeah, it's been amazing so far. We've been here, there and everywhere, all around the world. I've been lucky enough to be at all the stops as the on-track reporter, as you said. Some of amazing scenery. This was down in Italy for ABESTONE. Really new race, mega sections. But overall, the riders are throwing it down all year. I've seen it. It's been back and forward between the top two guys, and wow, it's been so exciting so far.
And we've got that brand new FIM sanctioning as well, which is really important, because it adds a level of kudos for these riders.
Yeah, absolutely. This sport's been evolving for a long time now, and now we are an official FIM Hard Enduro World Championship, and it's mega. It brings new sponsors in, it brings everything to the sport. The guys coming into it, the younger guys, it should bring some fresh blood into it, which is always good. And yeah, I'm excited to see the future of it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens today, that's for sure. But it has been a fast and frantic season so far. If you've not managed to keep up with what's happened in 2021, here's what you've missed.
The 2021 FIM Hard Enduro World Championship has been intense, dramatic, and uncertain. But one thing's for sure, up to this point, the series has been dominated by two riders. Britain's Billy Bolt and Germany's Manny Lettenbichler. The season kicked off at Portugal's Porto Extreme XL Lagares. Due to last-minute COVID-related changes, it became kind of a warm-up event. Even though it wasn't for the first official FIM points, 20 athletes rode in the final Super Enduro-style race, with Billy Bolt taking the top of the podium over Manny Lettenbichler and Graham Jarvis. Bolt continued his success at the first new race of the season, Italy's ABESTONE Hard Enduro. He and Lettenbichler battled through the epic Italian backcountry, but in the end, Bolt took the win and the first 20 FIM points. He was once again followed by Lettenbichler and Jarvis. Less than 2 weeks later, the pack were back for another 5 days of hard enduro rally insanity at Red Bull Romaniacs. Graham Jarvis had a strong initial performance, but a day 2 knee injury took him out of the race and the series. After 19 hours of exhausting riding, it was Manny Lettenbichler taking his 3rd Romaniacs title in a row. This win catapulted Lettenbichler past Billy Bolt into 1st in the FIM standings. Wade Young sat 3rd. Johnny Walker and Mario Roman were tied for 4th. At the first U.S. race of the series, Red Bull Tennessee knockout, Lettenbichler and Bolt once again fought it out for 1st in the final knockout. And in an outstanding nail-biting finish, it was Bolt taking the top spot at TKO by only 2 seconds over Lettenbichler. Now the Brit was sitting just 1 point back from the German in the overall standings. Then it was time for another new competition, Poland's extreme cross-country race, Hero Challenge. Things looked good for Manny after getting the whole shot. Then Billy quickly found his way into the lead. But for the first time this year, neither Bolt nor Lettenbichler would take the top of the podium. The honor belonged to the ultra-fast Wade Young. but Bolt and Lettenbichler did place second and third respectively, putting Billy just 1 point ahead of Manny in the overall standings. Wade Young will try to close a 9-point gap in third, and Spain's Mario Roman is 12 points back in fourth, heading into a race where he has the home country advantage here at Hixpania Hard Enduro.
So you can see why it's so exciting. The top two riders only separated by a point. This is what the fans want to see though, Bolts, right?
Absolutely. It's been like a tennis match between those two throughout the season so far. And I've been, like I said, trackside, seen these passes, seen the position changes throughout the championship. Amazing.
Well, let's focus on those riders then. And first, the German, Manny Lettenbichler. What makes him so amazing? Why is this guy so sensational when it comes to this sport?
He's just so smooth. He's got a real good mountain bike background. He likes to go having fun with his mountain bike friends and stuff like that. Really clever with his head, calculated. He is actually, I've nicknamed him the Carpathian Goat because he's very good at winning ROMANIACS. He's won it 3 times now. But yeah, very calculated, super smooth. Knows when to make it happen and take the lead of the race.
Would you say his mountain bike background or the hobby that he has in mountain biking helps him in this? Absolutely.
It's such a crossover sport for what we do, but obviously the uphills in the mountain biking aren't quite as much fun.
Well, let's focus on his main rival then, Brit Billy Bolt. How do they differ?
Yeah, completely different riding styles. Billy's been developing massively over the last few years. He's, Super Enduro World Champion and very good on this type of riding. But yeah, he's just not scared of throwing it down, not scared of a massive risk, but he's definitely more calculated this season and he's looking very strong for the championship, as is Manny.
Well, that's a really good point you make though, because fear, when you're doing this, it can actually get inside your head and trip you up, because you have to be, it sounds obvious, but you have to be a bit fearless.
You have to be fearless sometimes, but it has to be like a calculated risk, and obviously that's not always possible, especially with what weather we have here. The slippy rocks now, they're not going to be as in control as they'd like, so I'm really excited to see what happens today.
So today's the main race, though, Bolts, but we've had action on Friday and yesterday, Saturday. So what were those days for?
Yeah, so we had the Super Enduro cross track there. Really short, intense track. It was just to get a qualifying position for Saturday, which was actually a really long track. 50 kilometres a lap. They did 3 laps around the lake you can see behind us, and yeah. I hope they've not burnt too much energy out there.
And how much does that take out of you, like you say? Because, you've got to save some in the tank for the main race today, because, as you alluded to earlier, it's not easy.
Not at all. And that track wasn't easy. They had to focus a lot. As you can see, there was a lot of high-speed sections, with real bedrock stones that could easily catch you out. The track got rougher as it went on, but there was also some really technical bits as well that knocked the energy out of you.
How important is it to have a bit of a rest, though, before today?
Well, the guys finished that loop yesterday around the lake, and they went straight track walking for Sunday's final, which is today. So, yeah, there's no rest for them boys.
Yeah, no rest for the wicked, that's for sure. Right, we've focused on the top 2, but third place is still very much up for grabs, isn't it? So who else should we be checking out?
Yeah, we need to be checking out the teammates, Wade Young and Mario Roman. Alfredo Gomez, home favourite, he's still, somewhere near in contention. Johnny Walker's in there, but actually it's looking like it's between the teammates Mario and Wade, because Wade had a mega result in Poland at the Hero Challenge, and he actually took the win there. Absolutely flying. I mean, look at how he was turning up them turns.
Well, you mentioned Mario and Alfredo. They're both from Spain, so are they more suited to this race? Are they favourites to potentially take the title today?
I think they want to put a Spanish man on the top step for sure. Home soil, good vibe, good feeling. I think they really want to get it there, and I think the Spanish home crowd would like to see that as well.
Very much so. Well, listen, Paul, you're on double bubble today. You're on commentary duty for us as well, and you've got a legend in the booth with you, right?
We have. We've got the man himself. It took a little bit of persuasion, but not too much. I got him some sweets in there and everything else, and it's Mr. G-Force Jarvis.
Oh, that would be good. Well, listen, enjoy the commentary, and make sure you stick around, because we are moments away from Hixpania Hard Enduro 2021. It is going to be epic, and our commentators Pat Parnell, G-Force Jarvis and Bolts here will take you through it on the other side of this. Stay there.